tower of room. We have about 12 guys trying to shoot CCP Lilu at the moment. Flying in a vagabond, it's just kiting away, it's got Scram and a bellicose, and it's just trying to do damage. It's just bending away at a ludicrous speed despite being pointed, so I don't think anybody's managed to get a web on it. Web on this massive, on the very speedy vagabond of CCP Lilu.
I imagine it maybe hacking a little bit with fancy implants, but it does look like the vagabond is target painted. And there's a swarm of drones on it. Actually, CCP Lilu is going down and entering
Down
structure.
into structure, and CCP Lilu is down.
As I said, this Phantasm was a great pickup. It looks like he's dying horribly.
And also, it looks like the Raven State issue is an armor now, with the DPS just overwhelming him. There's more and more people have swarmed in. It looks like there's at least
it's down into
4
structure
battleships now. Oh, just everything on him. People are probably overheating.
Yeah,
I think a lot of that's coming from Pikachu's Tempest on top of him there.
So Pikachu, it looked like he warped in on the Nightmare and then halfway through switched to the Tempest because the Nightmare, I had it locked the whole time, but it suddenly had no pilot and just exploded. So people had been spamming their ammo on that Nightmare thinking like they had gotten him when he had actually snuck out and switched into another ship.
And there goes the Raven State issue, Overseer
tactic.
down.
Interesting to see who gets the alright.
Final blow was random Yodasala in his Phantasm.
And Rilo got
Maximum
the
damage.
top damage in his Barghest, so that game of cat and mouse paid off for him on that, man. Synergy with the Kronos and Bastion.
The now count currently stands Sears 0, Kronos 4. They have thrown repeated ships. Now they've thrown a Rattlesnake. A Rattlesnake has just warped to 0 on this Kronos.
Uh-oh. We've got a situation over here at Elysium. There is Titanic Death sitting in a Vanquisher. The Serpentis Titan. He's just chilling there. I don't know what he's doing. But if he gets a lock on anyone and decides he wants to end their life, it's a quick blap right there.
And the Kronos has dropped down into structure. This Rattlesnake, combined with the other Overseers people and the Cambions and the Fiends sitting around it, is just dropping this Kronos. It's just bleeding a little bit of structure at a time. It's when it reps back to 100% armor, but it's just timing it right to be able to survive with the cap pressure on it at the moment.
Scythe Fleet issue is low-key losing this battle with the Noctis. I don't know how, but he is. This Noctis, piloted by Dr. Swag, of course that's the Noctis pilot, has actually made the Scythe Fleet issue warp off-grid. Dr. Swag swagged all over that freaking Scythe Fleet issue. So,
Okay, RJ, with the other two guys I still can't remember the name of, have moved to the Crystal Spire. Are we ready for combat?
I hope so. Pandy, meanwhile, is just sitting here owning. Pandy just owns Nevermore. I thought he had a group behind him earlier in the day, and he might have. But right now, he's just chilling by himself in this Balgorn. He's plunking away at this Augur Navy issue. I'm pretty sure he only has light drones left at this point. And it's doing work. Like, this Augur Navy issue can't run. Alright, a new Scythe Fleet issue has emerged, and it looks like he's tackling the Augur Navy issue. But he saw what happened to the Scythe, so he's going to stay at a close range from Pandy so he doesn't get that ultimate betrayal feeling on him.
Never mind, continue.
Feel free to continue. There's not too much going on at Nevermore. I've just come to the conclusion that Pandy's just really good at flying a Balgorn. He managed to kite, or not only kite, but he managed to catch a Scythe Fleet issue and kite off the tackle that was on him. So he's literally just 1v1ing ship after ship after ship through just positioning. Jack Watts down, Kurt Gambit down, poor little fellas. Cyber Janus
Pandy
is now
going
in
into
Cinnabon.
structure.
Oh!
No,
in the
our
Balgorn
hero!
in structure!
Oh,
Just getting
Close to
pounded
it.
by the Bargistan Golem.
oh, he's a million miles away from anything.
He's MJD.
MGD! Yes! Yes!
Gotta go
He
fast.
did it! He
He
lived!
did it! He lives! Lived to win! Oh,
But
landed
he
by-
managed to
oh,
MJD
reload the
right next to
Cinnabar.
reload. I know, and now he dies! Oh. What a player. Now 107 kilometers from any ships, he warps
he
off and
warps
faces
off.
impending death.
Yeah, I believe that Reload managed to pick up some Asclepian implants, or Asclaps as they're commonly known, from one of the valuable crates earlier, so he's got a huge tank.
Oh,
I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Eddie Garnet got a scrat on him! Oh no, this Vargas
the
is
Vargas
just gonna
mute
get
scrubs
him.
everything. Oh, he might be in
Lysis
range
has
to
been
walk out to a
podded.
corp.
Reload has been hit. Bay is being podded.
Looks like Annie might have picked the short end of the stick here because he's in the least tanky of the ships. So maybe
It looks
maybe
like
regretting it now. Finishing third, there's no shame though if this does come to pass. Cable Uta is kind of moving towards the center of the arena ever so slowly. Michelle Dranami is already there basically, both of which taking a little bit of damage. Annie Garnet sitting at 45 kilometers from the arena center.
This is why they should have shot the Golem first. The Golem can rep all the damage they do.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually both turning on the Raven state issue right now.
For our 3 remaining contestants, be aware that the boundary is now at 50 kilometers. 50 kilometers.
It looks like they might all just be in a random free fire. Nope, Michelle Dranami's Golem is taking the most damage out of this one. Cable Uta's Raven State issue is also taking quite a bit of damage here. The Golem can definitely tank this up just fine, but it looks like Annie is shooting the Golem, and the Golem is shooting the Raven State issue.
And the Raven State issue is shooting the Golem back. So it's a 2v1. Vargas and Raven State issue versus Golem. Who will win?
I think the Golem's gonna, well, maybe not. Depends how many cap charges he has here. Almost caught off guard. Ooh, overboosting a little bit there. Probably a little scared.
Styling on him. Meanwhile, the Raven State issue also has a pretty dank active tank. I don't know if that Vargas goes down. Is there anything that they can do to each other? Is it just going to be a slap fight?
I don't know. The Raven State issue is dancing with death a little bit over here at 48 kilometers from the arena center. That's a pretty risky play, honestly. Shildranami's Golem is still tanking fine just now. Alright, the Raven State issue, I was just off the beacon a little bit, so he's a little bit closer at 42 kilometers. Uh-oh, Annie Garnet just got scrambled. Looks like he just kind of wants out, realizes he can't kill the Golem, and the Raven State issue has no reason to help him, because I think the Raven State issue might win this one. So Annie Garnet looks like he's going to be going down, finishing in the third position, just hugging this Golem and getting scrammed in the process. Gotta assume that was intentional, but I mean, if not, maybe just a little bit of a little bit of nerves, a little bit of tired. Alright, so we've got Michelle Janami and Cable Uta and the Raven State issue and Golem respectively. Except I switched them. How is this going to play out? Well, it looks like the Raven State issue is getting in nice and close to this Golem, realizing it doesn't really matter where he is. They're both going to be able to shoot one another.
The Bargast is actually repping. I think the Golem is on reload.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. It kind of seems like they're just
heavy.
pretending to shoot one another at this moment, because they're all kind of friends and working together.
They hoping to get a three-way tie,
The Golem
perhaps.
has reloaded. The Golem has reloaded and is now firing back at the Bargast.
Alright, there we go.
There he goes.
Some EC300s thrown out there for good measure. Why not? Join the Augmented Warriors. There we go. Annie's finally going to go down, it looks like. Michelle Janami is still tanking just fine. And there we go. Annie Garnet finishes in third. Really, really good showing here.
They should now see who has the better tank and who can withstand a doomsday from these vanquishers.
Or even some blap from these vanquishers. Right now it's Michel Dranami's Golem versus Cable Uta's Raven State Issue. I don't know. I think the Golem's going to win this one, honestly.
I mean, if they couldn't break him together, they're not going to break him alone. One of the stronger ships.
Oh my goodness,
Oh
Cable
my
Uta
gosh.
is out of shield. This is not where he wants to be. He's in 75% armor right now. He's not boosting at all.
Yeah,
Is
it's
he
the
just giving
battle
up, or
of
is
the
he out of
Raven
cap charges
hulls.
and he was bluffing the whole time? One of the two.
It turns out a 1 trillion ISK ship can be defeated by how much is a golem now? A couple of billion maybe?
I mean, if it's swagged out.
Golem is now
Yeah.
on reload.
The most
So it's
dank
now the
ISK
pawns.
efficiency you've ever seen in your life. It looks like the Raven State issue is either out of cap or out of charges. He's been being muted this whole time by the golem as well, so it's understandable if that's the case.
Alright, Cable Uta is now saying in local, "Take me away, cruel world." Either he is out of cap charges completely, or he just realizes this is a futile struggle, and they drew
He's shooting
straws
the
or something.
overseers. He's shooting the Maracha of Combat Zerg rather than the golem because he might be able to break the Maracha. What a champion! Living to get kills right at the end, as you should.
I kind of hope he turns on the Vanquisher. I mean, he might be able to grab that one too. Cable Uta is just holding in 53% armor. Looks like the golem isn't firing. Maybe hopefully still on reload. Oh, there he goes. He's out of reload, or Cable Uta is still taking damage from someone still not boosting, still either cap dry or just giving up. Who knows at this point? Looks like he's also jammed by some Hornet EC300s. Oh my god, what a way to go out.
He's still putting a ton of damage onto that Maracha. Can he kill the Maracha before the golem kills him? I have hope. I have belief in the Raven State issue.
The golem actually supported him and fired 2 flights at the Maracha before going back to the Raven State.
Oh, that's how you know you have true friends. Ones who support your life goals of killing Marachas.
It's a great life goal as this Maracha is now kind of being a little bit cheater over here for a hunter. He is outside of
So
of
the Raven
range.
State issue is now out of missiles.
And he's also
dead.
out of EHP. Wow, so that leaves Michel Durrami as our champion of the Theomachy.